yours was the simplest complexity to write. And I say that because although it is one of the most simple songs I have written, it was one of the most difficult. Originally, the song was going to be called Better, but as I continued to write it, I knew that it had to be called Yours because the song was more about the love of God and how I belonged to that love than it was about all the things I wasn't good at. And so I really felt the weight of making sure the title really encapsulated the focus of the song. I came to the band with a completed song and a simple garage band demo, and I invited them to add what I could not. I had already written the piano part, simple drum beat, and the harmonies, but I knew the song needed more. And so just giving them a basic framework for what I was looking for and hearing the parts they added was as if they were finding words for me. I got to co-produce this record with TJ Lawson, and he's an old friend from college who is one of the most talented people I literally know. And it was so cool to see how often in the studio space he would just translate what I was trying to communicate. And he really did a great job of bringing my vision to life.
Like the gravity of the groove needs to be in the downbeats. Yeah. As opposed to it being in the upbeats, like the waltzy thing. Think 6/8. Don't think.
Yeah. Also, finding instrumentalists that he knew would be a good fit to bring that vision to life.
And I love the groove where you're just kind of like leaning into it.
Yeah.
That's what I like really want to feel.
Yeah. That's also why I said like a low drop bar.
So the day before we were supposed to start tracking songs, we got word that Brandon Marshall wanted to be a part of the project, and I hadn't known him at all, but I had heard great things, and I just felt like it was meant to be, and so we had him join us, and best choice ever. I remember we were working on Yours, and he's at his synthesizer, and he just plays this simple lead line, and everyone knew that that was the line that was meant to play through the whole song. Now we had Josh Tapia on the drums, and him and I had actually met a while back at that point. I was traveling for ministry and we played in the same band, and I knew that he was supposed to play on my album, and so I had barely known him at that point, and I told him, when I record my album, I will literally fly you out and you're gonna play on it. And I don't think he thought I was that serious, but I was, and I was so happy to have him in the room and get his thoughts on percussion. And again, overall, it was just that dynamic in the studio space. It was collaborative, it was honoring, we respected each other, and we built something together that would serve the song and the message of the song.
Like the main, like the OP1 patch.
Yeah, the OP1 thing, the
Rhodes
thing.
And like kind of everything like behind that and the vocal with the harmonies. Like I feel like everything else just kind of like layers to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I don't know if that's what you're thinking. It feels like everything's kind of supporting.
Yes. No, yeah. Like what needs to be in the front of this is OP1, Rhodes, all the vocally things.
Yes.
And then the bass and backbeat drums.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just kind of. Yes. Yeah. With this in mind, where you think you'll bring the groove in?
So I'm a fan of this particular type of style. To start off with the shaker on verse 1,
mm-hmm.
and then swell in, and then turn 1. I can start with the beat, and then I can bring it down for verse 2.
Could we actually have you come in verse 2?
Chloe?
Oh, just
yes, because the problem is the turn. Think of the turn as an extension of the verse. verses, because that's when she's singing you're still loving me, and so it's like it's flowing right into it. So to me it feels abrupt to just bring a groove in. That feels random to me. I feel like it would make more sense for it to be in the top that second verse.
Just like the first chorus,
Uh-huh.
I would like there to be like a beat already, because the yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm
I
saying-
thought you meant he wasn't gonna come until the second verse.
I'm talking about verse 2 before the chorus, because you added.
Ah,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not me
so-
forgetting what I said. I'm
So
sorry.
you're good.
Okay.
So verse 1 is the shaker, that continues through the turn, and then verse 2 is a groove,
Wow.
kind of thing.
Such a good communicator.
And then
Thank you.
chorus 1 is where I think like the groove is continuing, but we're hearing more ambient
Okay.
elements.
Yep. You're great.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much.
Well, let's not say I'm great yet. We haven't done the
I
song.
said what I said.
But any other thoughts?
Yeah.
I feel like this.
It's so he's gonna play the
No,
other
a
verses.
little bit more. Sorry.
I think so.
I like it on the verses.
I think I like that better than the roads.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
I agree.
And I think it's the thing.
Yeah. I really like that.
Now, what you don't see on the screen is how hard of a time I was having vocally. I was struggling so much to sing a song that I had written, and it was like all the insecurities I had had about my singing voice were just at an all-time high. I was exhausted. I was still actually recovering from long COVID. It was actually not a great time at all, and I was really in my head and I couldn't get out of it. And so in my mind, I thought, as long as we get the band tight, we can deal with vocals later. It'll be fine. It ended up being such a long journey finding the right way to sing the song. I remember hearing the first demo of yours from the studio, and I absolutely hated my voice. I wanted to give up on the song, but again, it was so hard for me to create this song that I felt like that was proof that it needed to be done, and I wasn't willing to give up on it. And so I went back to the studio once I got back to California, and I tracked it again, and what we got out of that is what ended up being the vocals that were released to the world.
And that's just
Thank
like
you.
totally raw. Like
That makes me so happy.
it's just gonna get better from here.
Thank
It sounds amazing, but it's like it just shows that you're a great singer. Cause
Thank you.
yeah, there's a lot of layers in there, and usually it needs to be very sweetened up for it to be this good. So
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
sounds
Thanks.
great.
Thank
I
you.
had so many surreal moments in the studio, hearing my song come to life. To think of that moment where I was just in my room playing chords on my piano and hearing so much more than what I could produce myself, and inviting people into the project and them being so excited and willing to be a part, and collaborating and building an arrangement and a composition with other people. And it was just so special that I feel like it was a good song, but it became a great song because it was built in community.
Y'all, what the actual frick?
It might
That was
work.
that
just might-
sugar honey iced tea might work.
'Cause yours is a love